That really bites, getting us off the line. Yeah, nah, there's Rover Rev risk? Really? Or was that over torque risk? I'm not sure. Right, so the first time I compared American and Italian V8s, I swapped the big Gavril boat engine basically into the little sports car. And in this format, you know, it actually worked pretty darn well. Sure, it's a little bit heavier on the back head, but it doesn't seem to change a whole lot to do with the resulting output. And it just worked. It was pretty good swap. But what if we now try doing it the other way around? Is there a benefit to something like the little dainty engine, apart from its unreliability, and then see if it can pull quite as hard? And I think a great comparison is this 6-ton motor, no, not motor, I'm sorry, caravan, basically is what it is. This thing kind of does struggle quite a bit trying to move this around. I mean, let's see how long it takes for us to do a 0 to 100 kilometer an hour drag. Now, if you're American, that's 0 to 62 miles per hour. We're getting to the end of this little straight here and we're already running out and the thing is struggling to get over 40. Oh, we're gonna have to brake for the corner. That's not great, but we get it around. Try to drag. No, okay. Oh dear, it's really, oh come on. You know what, let's just try something simple. Wooden crate, adjustable mass, perfect. We could take this up to only 1,000? Fine, let's go the short wooden planks, which is 1,400. And 0 to 100 as it takes off nice and leisurely. We will compare this because the torque is the big thing with this vehicle. We're getting close. 80, we should probably do this on flat ground. You know what, we'll do it before and after on flat ground as well. And, come on, one more. There we go. That's 22 seconds apparently to get to 100. That's pretty darn slow. Okay, moving on, let's take the bolide engine. We're not going to take the transmission or anything, we're just going to take the engine itself. As always, we're going to create a carrier, and all we're going to do is keep one slot so we can edit it. And if we are lucky, ooh, bolide engine. And then, what's going to happen? Oh, there's some weirdness happening. What? It's growing as well. Well, let's start by putting some node offset in, and our alien engine will move forward at the very least, and just drop out. Oh, that's just the intake though. The rest of the engine is not here. What? Let's refresh the vehicle. Oh, doesn't even show up? Oh, because it's still calling the bolide intake. I'm an idiot. Bolide engine goes in there. Oh, how am I so dumb? Grab you and plop you in there. Now it's not just calling upon just the intake, which for some reason, I don't know why, includes the exhaust. So now let's refresh and see what happens. We do have the engine. We do have the intake. It's a little bit low, but if we unpause, oh, it's holding in place. Let's do a few different little changes though. For instance, the transaxle needs to go and the intake can stay, but the exhaust will also change. And let's have a look at a regular V8 engine. And then here in the slots section, pickup engine mounts I did have correct. Intake is fine. Headers is going to be different, but we'll run a normal exhaust. Pickup transmission is what we want. We will just go ahead and plop that over top. Now there's a possibility this won't work, but let's give it a try, shall we? Perfect. Let's grab this node offset, put that under the transmission and change the offset to 0. Then with a little bit of a refresh, perfect. We're gonna have to do something about the mufflers though, because I don't think you want them under the vehicle like that. Oh, that's slow. But you know what? We're not going to rush to the end right away. Let's fix this exhaust problem we have. You know, we should probably also get the engine in the right place. This can go forwards maybe another 30 centimeters. And oh, that's getting very close to being in the right place. That looks passable. Now let's put on a different header. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if this is going to work properly. Mostly because I think the header is in the exhaust section. Of which, no, actually the exhaust isn't even here. Fantastic. Well, let's have a look for the bolide intakes. It has, the header slot. All right, perfect. Let's plop you in. And quick little refresh. Oh. Well, the headers also didn't put in actual headers. All it did was put in these pipes for connecting two said headers. What? Oh, it thinks that there's no VY node? It uses EXM1R, but this uses HDR. What? Alright, let's go ahead and change all of that. Now if we go ahead and refresh, it should at least show up. Oh, come on. Let's have a look at the flex bodies. Pickup engine, pickup header. So it wants the pickup engine to be in there. So under bolide engine, we'll just put in a comma, put in some quotation marks, and plop that in. And with any luck, god damn it! I'm such an idiot. It needs to be in here. And this time around, perfect. Except, you know, it's kind of poking out of the front. Let's see what this does with our, oh, we don't have it set to all drop, but you know what, it's fine. Our 0 to 100, I think it was, what, 22 seconds last time? Now we're running bone stock at the moment, and the weight distribution has moved back considerably, considering this engine is a lot lighter. And our 0 to 100 is slower. There we go, 25. Bugger. Now, I think that that's a little bit unfair, as we were running a 4.5 before, so let's try to get our engine to be just a smidgen bit bigger. I'm thinking, you know what, let's go to 3.5 and then we'll go 3.9. We'll compare the two. We're getting up to 80, nice, 90, and, oh wow, 20 seconds, 2 seconds faster. No turbos, no nothing, bro. All right, let's try the big boy, the 3.9. It's probably gonna be turbo? Nope, no turbo. Much higher red line too. And, oh, it's slower off the line. Oh wow, it's considerably slower off the line. I feel that this one's going to be longer getting to 100. Guessing the camshafts don't come in until much later. Okay, yeah, we're pushing a little bit harder. And now our time is not better. 20.86. Bugger. Alright, let's see what happens now if we try to go with the turbo on this thing. Get the feeling the mesh is not going to work so nicely, as we see this is all, I mean, fairly tightly packed in there at the moment. But if we go to something like a turbo, let's go stage 3 variable. Okay, the turbo's there, it goes into, that's unfortunate. So the mesh is not perfect for that. We might have to fix that at some point. Does this go to, like, the integral is meant to be over here, but yeah, as you can see, things not lined up very well. But let's see how it goes. Slow off the line. Next to no power coming from the boost. Over torque risk? Oh. Okay, I suppose if you're going to go a big turbo kit, you might want to change the engine internals to something like a performance or an ultra heavy duty. Still really slow off the line, like really, really slow. I feel that the exhaust that goes on by default is really playing a lot of funny with us, but there we go. 12 seconds. So it seems the turbo's not the dud that we thought it would be with such a small engine. It took a bit to get up in power though. I'll try this with a smaller engine and a turbo! Jesus. Let's go to 3.5. That one seemed to be actually a pretty good engine. And, oh, it's still got the turbo on there. Perfect. And there it comes on to boost. Over torque. Wait, did I not change the thing? And 10 seconds! I feel that the 3.5 somehow just has better torque, probably because a much more conservative camshaft, I would guess. I think the only option is to take this down a drag strip, and you know what the other only option is for you to subscribe. And we're also going to switch to the 3.5. I don't like the 3.9, it's not very fast. And, come on, there we go, gotta get it up into position. We're also going to do a drive dump. Go! Away we go! Oh, they've got the advantage! Oh wow, they really do have the advantage. How is this thing faster? Wow, must have been the uneven terrain is what really did it. So I thought that this was faster, but it seems that I was wrong. At the top end, though, this thing is really reaching its RPM band that it absolutely loves. Yeah, did we even get out of first gear? I'm not sure. It seems that the game doesn't like us spawning with these big, heavy things on the back of the vehicle. Oh, and now we're crash welded together. Fantastic. Alright, let's try that again. And we are going to control our gear manually, and we're going to start in first. And away we go. Oh, I think that we really should readjust our gear ratios to be a little bit more accurately, because yeah, look at that. We're still in first, and we got most of our rev range to go, and yep, that's all one gear still. Haven't yet needed to change. One gear down the drag strip, that doesn't seem right. Okay, let's do a little bit of a comparison. This is the normal one. What does it take to be, what speed do we get at Redline? 70, I think it was 86, wasn't it? 89. Okay, we don't have any gear ratios to choose from here, so we're just gonna have to go with just changing the rear differential. We have open differential, but then under here we 355. Let's go like a 4-1, and then first gear. We're looking at about like 80 to 90 kilometers an hour in first gear, so it can be a little bit more even. This one looks like it might actually be pretty close. 80, 89. Nope, we're still going well over, over 100. All right, bug up. First gear will get us up to nearly 100 still. Fine, race adjustable. Let's go like 4.7 something. And perfect. I mean, it's about like 1 or 2 kilometers an hour. Still too short, but it works. Wait, long? Yeah, whatever. And away we go. Come on. Okay, yeah, no, they still have the edge. Oh, just have the edge. That is unfortunate, but second gear is where we're probably going to start pulling ahead, so we should have the torque on them. Yes, there we go. Perfectamundo. And 21 seconds basically to finish the line. Damn it. Fine, let's go with stage 1 performance, and then for the intake we shall go to stage 3 variable turbocharger. I just want to see how ballistically fast this can go. You know what, actually, you're gonna get switched to the 6.9. Gonna be honest, I think they're gonna whip me because they have so much more off the line performance than what we do, and I'll slow off the line. Oh no, he's going. Even without the supercharge, it just leaves me behind. Overtorque risk already? Get out of gear. Why are you stuck in that gear? Change gear. Wow, you suck. Alright, let's try that again, except this time I'm not going to make every mistake in the book. All I'm going to do is accidentally kind of do a semi-full start. Okay, here we go into upper RPM. Switch it directly into drive. Well, we are catching on them, but I just don't think we have the legs. Our engine blew. Bugger. All right, long block is getting ultra heavy duty long block. And you know what, just in case, we'll have the nitrous oxide sitting on the sidelines. Oh, it feels very peppy now. All right, waiting in first gear. Away we go. Come on. Okay, the ultra heavy duty long block is very nice to have. Once again, it doesn't like second gear. It just completely ignores it and just bounces off the rev limiter like it's still in first gear. That's very odd. And our 100 quarter-mile thingy is 16 seconds. This thing is probably not pushing a small amount of power as well. That's a depressing number. In fact, it's pushing well over 600 horsepower with 538 kilowatts. That's probably getting closer to 700 horsepower. So now, there is one final way of testing the torque of a vehicle, and that's to do an old-fashioned hill start. So we got ourselves here with the 4.5 liter. Just gonna stop it in the middle here, and then take off. Pretty easy, if I do say so myself. You, though, I think you might struggle a little bit with your peaky extra power. You know what? I should remember to put in the differential. That's about right. And taking off. Oh yeah, now that does feel a lot slower. A sloppy automatic is helping at least a little bit, but also hindering with the inability to, like, slip the clutch at least a little bit. I suppose next is to try pulling something like this. This is 2,100 kilos. And with the trailer as well, that's actually closer to only 600 kilos, which is 2.6 tons. This thing still pulls off quite nicely. Let's get you to just kind of on the hill. Oh, it's struggling. Oh, it actually won't accelerate right now. No, okay. We've hit the limit of this vehicle's engine. The 4-point-whatever liter, yep, won't go up this hill. Let's rewind it a little bit and get a bit of a run up and then see if we can actually get it at the steepest part and then do a real comparison between the two. We might actually go to low range to do this because at the moment it seems that it just won't do it in high. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay, full accelerator and it's coming to a stop. All right. Parking brake. We're gonna have to switch to low range. Oh, showing its first sign of weakness. And then wheel spin. Trying to mitigate that. And over we go. Alrighty. We know now what this car is really like. And this one getting into place? Oh, same thing, except not even as high. It made it lower. Okay, well, yeah. I think the torque converter is the big limiting factor, especially with this thing. It is unhappy. It really doesn't like it. But you know what? Still made it over. I don't really want to change much to do with the intake, but I think we're gonna have to. Got exhaust stacks. Wait, hold on. Yeah, let's try that out with this engine. Oh yeah, I don't see that going wrong at all. As for the intake, let's go. There's no sports system. Weird. All right. I doubt that's going to change anything, but let's go to try. Whoop. Daisies. There we go. Now we're connected. Let's try that again. Low range is kicking ass right now. Let's get it lined up. Don't want to fully accelerate right yet. Might give it away a little bit. Let's go into high range, 4-wheel drive, and does that help? No. Oh, we're actually creeping backwards slightly. Fine. Okay. Handbrake on. Try low range 4-wheel drive. Don't want to spin the wheels, but we're doing much better. So much better. Okay. Fan-diddly-tastic. I have one last idea. Let's change this to a high stall torque converter and see if that helps us out. I mean, it is a little bit higher stall. Let's go into into high 4. And we are pulling uphill. I feel that I want an even higher stall, so let's try to creep in 4th. You know, it is doing better. It's struggling. It's not copying. Nope. Oh, wait, no, it's still going, actually. Which is better than what the other vehicle could do, and I wonder if it would be able to creep along as well. I think it's the torque converter that's really doing the work here, though. I feel that the other one will be able to do the same. So let's handbrake and give this one also the high stall. And then we're going to slow it down. I'm going to see how it deals with creeping along. You know, no, it's doing better. The other one was like creeping along at a slower speed, so let's switch over. And yeah, as that one's pulling away, you can see that this thing, it moves. And that's as far as I would go. Poop. And unfortunately, the only other option is like a heavy-duty torque locker. I don't think that's going to help us. Yeah, this one locks at even a lower torque amount. Damn, is this thing even going to pull us over the hill? Because it's going to lose a lot of speed with that low stall. Yeah, nah. Even with the performance long box. So, I think we have it. Well, that has been today's video, and I thought it was pretty darn cool. I mean, sure, not always are things like this going to be like the best results that have ever existed in all of humanity, but it's the ability to experiment and explore, which I think is one of the coolest things about BeamNG. Is there limitations to doing this? Sure, but there's no limitations for at least trying it. Sure, some things can break things, some engines can physically not fit, but it's all about the fun and just being able to push those limits of seeing what this thing can truly do. You know what's also really awesome? My channel members! Yeah, got you there, didn't I? And you know who's the top of the channel members? Well, that would be the Rogue Tick the Crown Priest, who is a top tier channel member. For the rest of you though, catch you all next time. Goodbye.